welcome to my yard again. And happy Thursday. Welcome to Full Moon Yoga. I'm really excited about tonight. And I hope you guys can tune in, or if not, you can always check this out later on. And if you are outside, awesome. If not, I will help create that experience for you. We have a beautiful evening here in Brown County. Behind me, the sun sets that way, behind the phone. But you can see sometimes the sunset kind of hits the trees, so it looks beautiful, and hopefully you guys can enjoy that during the session. Now I will say, usually when I've been recording these, that sometimes, the wind blows and my phone moves and it falls, and so I'm going to try to keep mindful of that. Also, Kate is going to be out here soon. She's putting our son Asher to bed, so she'll be able to help me as well. But we'll give it a go, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So first, to start out, the full moon is in Scorpio. It's a super moon, so there's 3 super moons in a row. This is the second one of the 3 in the row, and it's the flower moon as well. So I've been doing some full moon yoga classes for a while, and I love them, and I love learning kind of the astrology behind it. I always try to do some research and look up some astrologers I know. There's some owls here in my yard too that are mating right now, so hopefully you guys can hear that too. I just heard them. So there's the owl. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Maybe the mic will pick it up. I don't know. I try to get some different pieces of some astrologers I follow, and and I try to make it an interpretive class for that. So tonight, from what I interpreted, this moon and this month is all about change. So, and for a lot of us, we've been kind of doing the same things a lot day to day. And so it's exciting for me to feel like this is a time of change. Things are going to be moving, and Scorpio, that sign, is very mysterious, and there's sexual energy this moon brings in, because it's in Scorpio, and there's different, just lots of change and movement and energy within relationships you have. So I think it's going to be a good month. It's going to be good. We're ready for it. So let's begin. You're going to begin lying on your backs. So lying down and maybe taking your hands this evening and making them into a diamond. So your thumbs together, fingers together, pointer fingers together, and put them in a diamond so that your navel's right in the middle. And as you're lying back, if you're outside again, maybe looking up at the beautiful sky. It's nice doing these here in the early morning or early evening, because I can open my eyes and I can see these clouds just slowly passing over me. Those clouds slowly moving by up high in the sky above you. And as they gently shift and move, their shapes change. They grow bigger and smaller. They move circular. They twist in circles. They make a path throughout each other, connecting and disconnecting. Noticing way high up these clouds above your head, but with each breath, bringing these clouds closer and closer to your body on your mat. So letting them come down closer and closer to you. Imagining the clouds coming so close that they're right in front of your face, right hovering over your body. And so with each inhale and exhale, you're breathing in and breathing out into those billowy, fluffy clouds. Right above and right over your head as they move so very softly and slowly and still. But breathing in and out to that pure white light of cloud, of moisture, of space, of ether right out in front of you. Each breath making your body feel lighter and lighter. Allowing your hands on your stomach to feel even lighter as well, rising and falling. Imagining those clouds sinking in and out, right in that diamond at your navel. Breathing in and out to that change, right as if these clouds change and shift slowly, easily and gently right in front of us. That's how this month change will slowly move and shift. It won't be immediate, but it will slowly, gently shift and reform and reshape. For a long time, we will be shifting and reforming and reshaping the way we do things in life and in business. And being like these clouds and just slowly, softly moving and shifting into place. And letting the wind and the sky, the sun and the moon be our guide through this changing time. Again, breathing deeply in and out right through the navel, on the stomach. And slowly starting to bring in that ujjayi breath, that breath, that yogic breath we learn. So relaxing the back of your throat, Deeply breathing in and exhaling deeply. Feeling that vibration in the back of your throat all the way down your body, all the way down your back and spine. And bringing in that full ujjayi, this breath of victory, that ocean breath, into our practice this evening. And tonight, focusing on that change, that slow shift form of energy in this full moon tonight, and allowing it to ease and shift and reform all the way into this weekend and month ahead of us, allowing us to slowly change and shift into this new phase. The clouds move, they break open where spots and holes of blue sky and light come through, and then closing back up again, opening and closing all throughout. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good. In the first form of real shifting movement, we're going to start to circle our ankles. So starting to bring circles into those feet and ankles, starting at the feet, shifting and turning and twisting. And then we'll start going the opposite direction. If you haven't already, start moving opposite with those circles or twists. And then slowly letting your hands break free from that triangle and starting to give some ankle or some wrist twists and circles here. And give it a twirl the opposite direction with your wrists. Starting to move your head from side to side, turning all the way to the right, turning all the way to the left, pressing your head right into the mat, into the ground. Not hard. Don't think of it as a hard turn, but a deep turn and twist with your neck. Good. Bring those knees, hug them into your chest. Squeezing a little bit here and then releasing. And you're going to let go of the left leg, keep it straight out. I'm going to clasp my fingers just below my right knee for Pavanmuktasan pose. And on my inhale, I'm gently going to press my knee towards my head or behind me. And as I exhale, still ujjayi breath, I'm going to press gently that leg towards my mat. Pavanmuktasana. Inhale, exhale, deep, gently opening that hip flexor. Good. And release. We're going to cross that right leg over the body. So grabbing with my my left hand with my right knee, my right arm comes out. So just a little shoulder opening stretch here. So just bending, crossing that right leg over the body. Deep inhale and exhale on that side twist. And inhale back up to center. One little squeeze in here. Good. Release. And taking in that left knee here. So right leg straight out. And again, I'm going to clasp my fingers just below my knee. Inhale, move it back behind me. Exhale, pressing towards my mat, towards the ground. Breathing in and out deeply to it here. Noticing the sky above you, any shifting or changing in the clouds. For me, it's like these two on the outside clouds are these big cumulus, big fluffies clouds, it seems like, and then right in the center there's this long, very silver string of just a wispy cloud that seems almost to be going in a different direction as the other clouds, like this line, or it's in this tunnel. Good. Cross that left knee over the body. Left arm opens up out to the side, so nice shoulder stretch in here. Check in with the breath. I'm just noticing how even different clouds, stratus, cumulus, stratosphere, all these different cloud combinations, how they can be together, intertwine and intermix just as the change, the reformation in this new month, this moon, this full moon is coming. Bring that leg back up to center. Squeeze it in here. And release. Arms are out to either side. Get centered on your mat. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. And we're going to cross it over the body on the exhale. Inhale, right leg back up to center. Send it down. Inhale, left leg up, and we're going to cross it over the body. Exhale, inhale, up to center, bring it back. So going cross back and forth, right leg up, cross it over to the side. Back up and down. Inhale, left leg up, cross it over on the exhale. Inhale, back up and down. So keep shifting side to side here. Big stretching, crossing over either side of the body. Following your breath, always letting that breath, ujjayi, be that guide for your practice. Good. And once more either side. And then bring both knees into the chest, squeeze it in, hug it into the body. Good. And release. Arms out to the sides from here. And keep the knees bent. And we're going to take that left elbow, bring it up to the right knee. On our exhale, inhale back down. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, bring it up. Exhale back down. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale down. Slowly just doing these little Micro movement, crunch in the body, but again, following your breath, letting your breath be the guide. Slowly, gently creating that heat in the body. Now inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale it down. Inhale. So just shifting, changing the breath pattern with the movement. Inhale, knee to elbow. And exhale it down. Good. 2 more times. Good. Bring it in, squeeze it in a little bit to your chest. And let's do a rock and roll. Oh, I'm on a big little lump here in my yard. I'm gonna get situated. Good. And come up to seated. Find a comfortable seated position. And let's take an inhale through the nose and exhale it out the mouth. Good. One more time. In through the nose. Exhale, release. Good. And let's take that left leg out to the side. Right knee is bent in, Janu Shirshasana. We're going to inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, left arm down, right arm stretches over to the side. And from here, don't break down yet, but I want you to keep this side open. So from my arm here all the way down to my side hip, opening up. Good. Inhale, both arms reach, stretch it up to the clouds, ever changing, still shifting in the sky. Exhale, right arm down, left arm stretches over to the side. And up to center. Left arm down, right arm goes over. And this time let's turn it all the way over, fold it down to the side. Inhale, turn your gaze, lift those arms right on up. And exhale down. Good. Switch it up. Left leg in, right leg comes out. Inhale it up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm straight on over. So keeping this again open, because we want to breathe into these side twists. Opening up that side body here and looking over past our arm. Good. Inhale, right on up. Exhale, left arm down, stretch it over opposite side. Good. Inhale, up. Right arm down, stretch it over. And now let's turn it over and fold here. Deep inhale and exhale on the side here. Inhale, turn it right on up. Those fingers point up to the sky, and exhale, release it down. Good. Cross it in, and from here, let's roll over the bent knees, and let's come to hands and knees. So hands under your Hands under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And really slow, methodical cat-cows this evening. So we're slowly shifting, mindfully reforming into this big change shifting moon. Inhaling, dropping the belly, opening the heart and chest. And not only do we drop the belly, thinking about dropping the belly, but extending the tip of your tailbone way out on a diagonal behind you. Dropping and opening. And exhale, arching the back and really looking up through where we have that energy right at the center with the diamond at the navel. So looking right there. Turning slowly, mindfully right on up, opening. So, and I'm extending that third eye out, same as that tailbone. So I'm really extending those energies out through the body. Exhale, arching slowly, shifting, bringing it up, pressing those hands down as that energy moves. Inhale, opening, mindfully here. Good. Exhale, arching, moving, shifting more. Beautiful. Using that Ujjayi breath. I like to say in class, I want to hear your breathing. So I'm imagining I'm hearing everyone's breathing tonight. Good. And bring it to center here. And let's let our right foot come right in between our hands. And we're going to bring our arms up right up overhead. So just shifting, making sure your knee is stacked here. And I'm going to bring my arms overhead. I'm going to clasp my fingers. And I'm going to hold my arms to either side of my head. And I'm going to reach up to the sky. And I'm going to send myself a little bit back. So just a little arch in my low back. Pressing that energy in between your head space. Good. Exhale, bring it down, release the hands. So let go of that energy right in the head. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, rise it up, hands clasped, stretch it up and back. Press your toes, feet into the mat. Exhale, arch, release the hands, send it out and up behind you. Inhale, rise it on up, stretch it back, open those shoulders. Exhale, release, send it back and through. One more time, inhale, rise, tucking your arms in between your head. Exhale, release. Good. Press your hands down. Lift your knee, left leg up, and keep both legs as straight as you can here, and forward fold over that right leg. Good. From here, bending that right leg down, and you're going to turn to your left, and you're going to turn to your left. I'm going to do a full turn so you can see me. So your right knee is down. I'm not mirroring you now. I'm coming into Skandasana pose. So see if you can come onto your right toes, your left heel. If this is too intense for you, you can literally come down to this pose. You can come all the way down onto your booty. See if you can come here. See if we can bring those hands together. See if we can bring those hands up to the sky. And breathe in and exhale. Release. So this is finding balance, balancing on your heel, your toes, pressing those feet, those toes into the earth as the fingertips touch the sky, the clouds above us. Inhale and exhale here. Good. One more breath. And exhale, bring your hands down. And from here, straightening out that right leg and coming into a wide-legged forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows if you'd like and let your head be heavy. I know usually for me, my neck, even my back pops sometimes when I do this. Just letting it all release right to the ground. Good. Pressing your hands down and just doing a little shimmy shift with your hips from side to side. Because it's a big side stretch there for sure. Coming back down, and you'll turn back through, so you're going to be coming back to that hands and knees position. So we'll recenter here, back at hands and knees, slowly shifting. Inhale, opening the chest, heart to the sky, and maybe looking at a new space. Exhale. Again, looking right at that center energy into the body. Sending it up from the tip, right center, highest point here should be right at the tip of the spine, up to the sky. And then when we inhale and open, that goes down and it spreads through, out to the tailbone, out to the crown of the head, and at the third eye. Good. Slowly moving, shifting through here. Back to center here. And you're going to send that left foot right in between your hands. You're going to come on up to your left foot down, planted, right knee. And, if you are at home, you can always put a blanket under your knee that's bent to the ground. You can also just shift your mat so that you have a little extra cushion there. But usually outside, it's pretty soft, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to inhale, arms up. Again, point it right up to the sky with those pointer fingers. Inhale, open, and I'm going to press my arms into my head gently, deeply. And then exhale. Release it. Head goes down, arms release back up behind me. Inhale, right on up. Hold it. Hold the head. Release it out. As you exhale, let it go. Inhale, slowly shifting through here. Changing the shape, changing the movement. Even the breath here changes and shifts in this circular movement here. One more time. Hug it to the head. Exhale. Inhale it up. Good. Exhale. Hands come down. My right toes come down, so my left leg or my right leg lifts up. And you're going to turn to your right or either way. So you'll come here. I'm going to shift around so you can see me. into that Skandasana again pose. So right heel is up. Again, I'm not mirroring you. So this is my left leg, my left toes are down. Finding that balance. One side will feel a little different than the other. Keeping a bend in your knee here if you need to for your hamstrings. If you need a little bend, pressing those hands together and then see if we can open them out. So this is a deep, great balancing strength posture that also is great to connect us to the sky and to the earth. And we wanted to do some sky, moon, cloud connection tonight since we've got the full moon that's going to be rising up behind me soon. Find that Ujjayi breath. Breathe in and out to it. You've got it. 2 more breaths. Good. On that next exhale, slowly let those hands come down. Press those hands in to lift. Straighten that left leg out. Let the hands come to the center for a wide-legged forward fold. Utthita Padasana. And let the head be heavy to the mat. And if you want to grab again opposite elbows and letting your head, letting this body fold and sway slowly side to side. Good. Letting your hands press down. Taking a moment and then coming back to the side. And you'll slowly shift and turn to meet yourself back, to meet ourselves back in that hands and knees pose or posture. And from here, letting your feet or toes come together, sit back on your heels. Stretch those arms right out in front of you. Let your forehead come down to the mat for that Balasana, that child's pose. And breathing in and out here. Breathing in and out. Continuing to Ujjayi here into that child's pose. Breathing in. Exhaling it out. Good. Inhale slowly, lifting your gaze. Coming up onto your hands and knees. Letting your toes come down. Knees rise up. Into that downward facing dog. And holding still, gentle in this down dog this evening. Pressing into your feet, into your hands. Taking a moment, maybe closing the eyes, and take a couple breaths here. Again, that tip of the tailbone reaches out and up diagonal, right out to the sky. Slowly blink the eyes open. Good. And turn your gaze in between your thumbs and at the top of your mat and beyond to slowly walk your feet to meet in between your hands. And from here, let's curl up and slowly rise up from a ragdoll position. So hinging at the waist, let the arms, head be heavy, and slowly rising up. Meeting in that Tadasana or mountain pose. So our feet are just narrow in between the hips or the shoulders. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. One more time out the mouth. Good. Inhale, rise the arms up overhead. Exhale, release, forward fold, Uttasana. Inhale, lengthen, so flattening the back. Exhale, folding here, planting the hands, bending the knees, walking your feet back into that plank pose. From here, letting your left knee down, turning to the right, lifting that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, right arm down. Lifting left leg back to plank pose. Exhale, lowering. Inhale, opening the chest, heart. You're either in baby cobra or maybe full Bhujangasana or full cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise it up. Down dog. Right leg lifts, sending it through in between the hands. Left foot meets it, exhaling. Inhale, reverse the swan dive. Hands kiss overhead and exhale, heart center. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold, Uttasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, left leg back, right foot meets it. Good, turn, send your right knee down, turn to the left, lift that left arm up. Exhale it down, back to plank. Lower your plank all the way down. Inhale, open chest, heart, sky, cloud, love. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. As you do, left leg lifts. Send it through in between the hands. Right foot meets it. Exhale. Inhale, rise it on up. Exhale, seal it in. Good. Inhale, rising. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, right leg back, left leg meets it. This time, turn to your right. If you want to keep both feet up, you can, or you're sending that left knee down. So you're like this, stacked or down. Exhale to center in that plank pose, lowering. Inhale, opening chest, heart. Exhale it down. Inhale, down dog, right leg lifts, sending it through. Left foot meets it, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, seal it in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, left foot back, right foot meets it. Exhale, lower. Whoops, exhale, you're going to turn to your left. Sorry, missed it. And again here, stacking the legs or sending that right leg down, either one. And then over, turning, lowering that plank slow and controlled. Exhale, inhale, open the chest, heart, rise it up. And exhale, lower it. Inhale, down dog. Left leg lifts, send it through. Right foot meets it, exhale. Inhale, sky, heart. Good. One more time, either side. Bring it to the sky. Exhale it down. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, right leg, left leg back. Turn to the right. You're stacking the legs or left knee comes down. Exhale, fold. And send it all the way down to the mat. Slow, controlled. Inhale, open, heart, chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise it up. Rise right leg up. Sending it through. Left leg meets it. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left leg, right leg meets it. Turn to the left, left arm up. Exhale, over. Slowly controlled all the way down. Inhale, open chest, heart. Exhale. Inhale. Left leg lifts. Send it through. Right leg meets it. Exhale. Inhale up. Hands kiss overhead, and then sealing it in. Heart center. Shift, change, reform through each flowing movement and breath. We inhale to rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk or step those feet back to plank pose. Lower it down. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Rise it on up. Downward facing dog. Good. Let the knees come together, feet come together, sit back for a variation of that child's pose, and just letting your hands open up to the sky, forehead to the mat. Inhale through the nose and exhale, release out the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth. And breathe in, normal in and out through your nose. Being in this position, like being in a small ball or egg. And ever so gently making this tiny crack in the egg as we change, and as an egg shifts and forms from inside the egg or inside the womb to the outside world, we slowly start to rise up the body from that tip of the back of the upper back and spine, slowly shifting and slowly letting the head curl and rotate up, and slowly letting the head come to center. Seated on your ankles for a moment. Then slowly letting your hands come back behind you. Seeing if you want to stay here for a moment, or seeing how low you want to get. My dog wants to do yoga tonight. So see if you want to come a little back. See how far back you can go. And then to protect the neck, you can inhale the neck up, so that helps, and then press your hands down to lift yourself back up. So that's a really nice opening stretch for the shoulders and the arms and the wrists. And then from here, letting our legs come right out from underneath us and coming to the center of your mat. One more heated pose before we come into that lunar side, feminine side of the body. So we're going to open the hands out to the sides. Legs are going to come up. Legs up, arms out. Find your inhales and exhales here. So center that energy right at the navel. Again, breathing in and out those clouds right through the navel, back down towards the spine, into the earth. Find the ujjayi. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good. And then we're slowly going to come down, all the way down to the mat. When you do, exhale out the mouth, release. Full body stretch, arms up overhead, point the toes, inhale, arms around the head, and as you exhale, release it out. Good. From here, plant your feet on the mat. You're going to bend the knees, and we're going to flatten the back. So we're flattening that sacrum of the back right into the earth. Making sure it's so that low part of the body is gently lifted. That low back is pressed into the earth. This is a great, secure, feminine pose energy here. And this is a really good pose for an evening practice, lunar practices as well. That bridge pose that we'll be going into. So inhale, we're going to slowly lift and rise the pelvis up to the sky. And we're going to hold it up here. And if you want to clasp your hands underneath, you can. You could also, I've also stacked my wrists just at my tailbone. So I'm not putting all my weight on it, but it's just a little something you can do to put some love to your hands, and almost like this little connection to your back, pelvis, to your hands, to the earth. And inhale, exhale here. 2 more breaths. Good. Slowly release your hands. Slowly let your body come all the way down. Keep the back flat here. That's the important part, to keep that engaged. Those hips, pelvis, hip flexors. And we're going to rise it up one more time. So inhale, lifting, rising it up to the sky. So opening up here, and almost like this is like, the shield of the body. From the knees, it's going all the way down. And then hands clasp, they can come clasped underneath, or again you can stack. And if you stack again, I would put the opposite hand fist on top, because you'll get a little stretch either side, so you could feel a little bit of opening stretch when you do the opposite hand on top. We'll go 2 more inhales and exhales. Breathing in and out and up to the sky. The feathery clouds, almost nothing left right above me. They're slowly shifting and moving into the nightfall. Slowly releasing the hands, and that change slowly going all the way down to the mat. Good. Release and let those knees windshield wiper side to side. The changing body, the changing movement. Sunset classes are wonderful because it's also a great time to, anytime is great to do yoga, but especially sunrise, sunset, the shift and change in the sun and the moon, the temperature, the weather, and it allows our body to settle into that change as we're shifting into here. Good. Let's let our right leg cross over the left. Arms come out to either side. Hips move slightly to the right, and let those knees fall to the left for a nice little side twist. Inhale and exhale on that side body. we can begin to still notice, even still engaging that ujjayi, but noticing that we can slowly start to shift into a slower cadence, a slower softness of the vibration. Let's inhale, knees up to center. Center the hips, unhook the cross of the legs. Let's cross the left leg over the right. Hips move slightly to the left, so let those knees fall to the right. Inhale and exhale, again, side body. Still very subtle cloud left in the sky, almost like little brush strokes of watercolor that are slowly fading and evaporating. Again, we're changing the form and changing the shape and shifting into something new. And what is it that you might want to change or shift in for yourself this evening or in the weeks ahead? Inhale, knees up to center. Unhook left leg over the right. Move those hips back to center. And let those hands come back, so thumbs together into that diamond shape. Pointer fingers together, and let it come right to where we began. Knees can stay bent if you'd like. You could also do supported rest pose, which is letting, the feet to the mat, knees are bent, and the knees come together. Or you can come to that traditional Shavasana and letting the legs release and come all the way down. But sometimes it's nice to have a bend in your knees, especially if you have any low back issues. Again, because it's just a little support, and we're again pressing intentionally with this pose that sacrum to the earth. So it's giving a little massage, love, press into the earth with the supported rest pose. And slowly noticing those inhales and exhales start to settle and start to ease and start to shift them in to the sunset, the nightfall, as the night sun or moon begins its light to rise up. Gently finding that inhale and exhale here. If the mind starts to wander, bring yourself back to the inhales and exhales. And focusing only on your thumbs touching and your pointer fingers touching at your stomach center. With each exhale, allow yourself to feel the mass build in your body of energy of all the cells that we moved and changed and shifted and stretched and pulled and released and let go, and inhaled and exhaled. We gave life and energy. Cells grew and were reborn, and they were also released and let go and dissolved, all during this session. In each and every moment, cells are reliving and rebuilding, and feeling those cells of energy all throughout your body, building, feeling a strength of mass, of heaviness into each follicle of your body. Feeling that indention being formed into your mat, into the ground underneath you. With each exhale, that exhale spreads that indention further out from your navel, out and down your legs, to your toes and down your arms and down your head and down your back. Each breath changing the form of the ground underneath you with your own body form. Imagining and feeling that indention underneath you, and around each and every corner and curve of it has a white, gold lighted shine around it. And it illuminates and lights all around you. And feeling held in that shape, that form of cocoon that has encircled and encompassed your body. And knowing that when you slowly, gently start to move and wiggle and find movement within the body, that form and shape still lives and still holds yourself. Gently starting to reawaken, opening and closing the fingers, opening and closing the toes. Until slowly turning yourself this evening, turning yourself onto your left side. The left side associated with that lunar, feminine, yin side of the body. Helping us shift into this full super flower moon and helping us shift into the evening, into this big change. Keeping the eyes closed, gently using your hands to bring you back up, seated onto your mat. Keeping the eyes closed, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Tonight I'll share a healing chant that I learned in my yoga teacher training. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Trayambakan yajamahe sugandim vushmivardhanam uvvarukamiya vandanam mrichor muksihamanritats. Slowly blink the eyes open. Those words of Sanskrit meaning healing, light, and love being sent to the highest selves of each and all of you. We'll close with an inhale through the nose and we'll exhale out to that vibrational Om. Breathing in. Namaste.